Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't seen my face before, my name's Emma and this is my channel, Little Red M. If you want to see how I created this look today, keep on watching and we'll get on into the video. So as you can probably hear, I am still stuffy, still sick. It's slowly going away, but it's not fun. So you're just gonna have to bear with me today on the stuffiness that is my nose and my croaky throat. Sorry about that. So today I thought I would do a formal makeup look. I know stuff has been really hard this year for a lot of people, a lot of formals and proms in the US were cancelled because of coronavirus, but luckily, as far as I know, in New South Wales, formals can go ahead, which is so exciting for those kids finishing high school because I know my formal was so much fun and I had an absolute ball getting dressed up, glam, full face, everything for formal, and I was so excited. So I thought I would do a formal look today. If this inspires you for your makeup look or anything, or gives you some tips if you want to do your own makeup, because I don't know what the criteria is getting makeup done at the moment professionally. So I just thought I would throw in a few tips and tricks on formal makeup that I wish I had known when I had my formal, because I would have done my own makeup for my formal if I was doing it again. Because mine was just a bit too heavy for my liking. Definitely could have scraped my finger across my face and pulled off enough makeup to cover it again. But I loved it anyway. I loved my dress. I loved the full experience of having my hair and makeup done. So I thought I would do that. And because my hair annoys me so much doing these videos, putting makeup on, that I bought a clip like this, which is super nice and pretty. So I got this clip from a place called Caboodle Designs. Their website is caboodledesigns.com.au. It was just a little store at one of my local shopping centres, Broadway in Sydney, and I just walked in and I saw this and I went, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. I've never tried these clips before and I love it. It holds my hair up so well. So I'm just going to put my hair up before we get into this. And just like that, it is up and out of the way. I've got the clip in. Don't know whether you can see it in behind there. It's just a super easy and nice way to get away with putting your hair up without a hair tie. And I can tell you now, my head feels so much better. I wear this at work now. I don't get headaches. My hair doesn't pull on my head anymore. It is really nice. Game changer in my opinion. So I'm going to scooch closer and we're going to start. I also got these super cute earrings from the place as well. I freaking love them. So the skin is playing up again. I feel like this is going to be a constant battle throughout all my videos now. You turn this way and you can't really tell. You turn this way and I got that monster right there. So a lot of the products I'm going to be using are very similar to last week's video. I don't have a lot of products in my collection yet, so I'm slowly building up stuff I like, and I'm kind of scared to try new things, to try new foundations, concealers. I go into the makeup store going, oh, I'm gonna buy it, and I get scared. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and get over that fear one day and actually buy a new foundation. But I'm just using that Fenty primer again all over my face. At least this time I don't have to just use one pump. I can use what I usually use. The one thing I absolutely love about this primer is that it's cooling. It is so cooling on the face as you apply it. It feels really nice. I really like that primer. And again, I'm just grabbing a bit of that Benefit Pore Filling Primer and just gonna put it on my nose and my forehead. But I don't need as much as I had last week. Last week I had a bit too much on my finger. That's because I was trying to make up for the fact that I had like none of my other primer on there. Just get a little bit that on my finger. And we're just gonna blend that back in. Now, because I don't want the cakey finish, it's all good if you do like the really full coverage foundation look. I'm just not a fan of it. I prefer, like, at the moment I really do prefer a tinted moisturizer, but for the purpose of it being a formal makeup, I'm going to use a foundation. But I'm just going to use it lightly and not build it up, because this is a buildable foundation, so you can build up to be a nice full coverage foundation, but I am just going to use my Too Faced foundation in Swan, and just, you could build it up because it is a medium to full coverage foundation. But I like minimal coverage at the moment, and it's kind of on trend, I feel, to have the minimalist makeup. I'm just doing a little bit more full because it's May what you want for formal. So I'm just going to do my 1.5 pumps on the back of my hand. When I'm going for that full coverage look, I usually do it about 2 pumps on the back of my hand and then blend that in. But because I want that minimal coverage today, I'm just doing the 1.5 and just gonna blend that in. And don't forget to always take to your neck. My foundation is a pretty good match for my skin, so I generally don't have to blend down because of how close it is to my skin color. Like, barely looks like anything, but generally always a good thing to blend your foundation down your neck. You don't want to look like you have a different colored face. So as you can see, that's just a light coverage of that foundation. You can still see my blemishes and the red on my face, around my nose and my cheeks, the natural rosiness that I do have. So it's not so cakey, and obviously you could keep adding on if you wanted to get rid of that and make it really look smoothing. I really like it. I love that that foundation is buildable. It is so nice to use. I really, truly do love it. So now I'm just gonna go in with my Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer and just cover up those blemishes just a little bit more, especially my under eyes and my eyelids. I have generally very veiny eyelids, so I try and put something on them when I'm doing makeup. But yeah, I'm just gonna go in and just dot a bit of that around. Not a lot, because we are still going for that minimal look and we don't want the cakiness of a concealer either. So I'm just gonna do that. And then using that same sponge, I do have a new sponge this week. This is new. Got rid of the other one because it's just falling apart. I'm just gonna blend that concealer out. You can definitely tell it's coming into summer in Australia. It is warm in my room today. I'm definitely going to have to start putting the aircon on before I start filming, because this is hot. And now before those under eyes start to crease, I'm just going to go in and set them quickly, just using this brush from Unicorn Cosmetics. And I'm just going to grab my nice big fluffy brush and just run that powder all over my face. By the way, the powder I was using is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I have been loving this. It is super fine and super delicate on the skin and just sets the face really nicely. So now I'm going to go in and bronze the face. You've seen this a million times, so I'm just going to quickly do it off camera and then I'll come back. So now that the face is a little bit more colored and has a nice bit of shade to it rather than just looking ghostly white, I thought it's not a formal look if I don't do a little bit of contouring. I'm no master at it, but I have gotten better over the years. It took me a long while. There was times where I literally had like dark streaks across my face and it was just no good. So it did take a little while and a little bit of practice. I'm still getting there. But if you're looking for a beginner palette that's good, I used to use one of the Revlon contour palettes, which I used to love, but it just wasn't working for me all the time. I just decided that I would upgrade and go to something a little bit more high end, and that is the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette, which I really like. There are good shades in here. As you can see, it's a little used, but not. So you've kind of got a highlight under eye sort of shade. These are all mattes, they don't have any shimmers in them. So you've got kind of a light highlight for under the eyes to bring out that. You've got a medium highlight, which I kind of use under my eyes sometimes when the dark circles are really bad, because the yellow helps contrast that shade there. And then you've got a deeper highlight, which isn't really my shade, obviously, for darker skin tones. And then you have the same in the contour, so you have a light, medium and dark. I kind of use a mixture of both. If before I bought those bronzers, I actually used the light contour shade to bronze my entire face, and then went in with the medium and the deep contour to kind of, you know, contour the face. But so now I just dip into, because I do just bronze the face, I dip into a little bit of the medium and then the deep contour and just go run along like that. So I'm just going to quickly do that. And then I just take a little bit of that underneath the chin, just the deep shade, just to contour the jaw ever so slightly. And then something new I've been doing recently is contouring my nose. So I just use kind of this flat, kind of pointed almost, kind of comes up to a point brush, and it's a Unicorn Cosmetics brush, again with this amazing mermaid tail look. And I just grab a bit of the medium contour shade and just run it down along beside my nose. You don't need a lot with this because they are pigmented and they do build. Just like that, and that is the face lightly bronzed and contoured. I generally don't go full heavy on it. If you wanted to, you could go the really chiseled kind of look, but I just think it adds a nice dimension and shape to the face, and that's all I do. And then I'm just gonna grab my blush that I usually use, the Tarte Amazon Clay blush, and just run that on my cheeks, and then I'll be back. It's just super pretty and light, and just gives a nice rosiness to the cheeks. Now there's nothing new about my brows, so I'm just gonna go do my brows off camera quickly, and then I'll be back and we will start the eye look. So that's the brows done. I love a super fluffy natural brow look, nothing too crazy filled in. More of the, what was a trend, I don't know if it still is a trend, the microblading trend, but yeah. My brows in my formal photos were like really filled in and really dark from memory, and when you're a strawberry blonde, dark eyebrows generally don't fit. So I try and make them more of a light brown, kind of fluffy brow nowadays. Much nicer, much more my taste. Alrighty, let's get into the makeup. I thought I would try and do a kind of more of a brown, natural, smoky eye look. Nothing too heavy on the eyes. I will show you what mine looked like over here. It was very heavy and very dark. It was stunning, but I feel like now more my style, and I feel like a general style at the moment is the more natural looking smoky eye. So I thought I would give that a shot today. I am no expert on it. I have done it once before and it took me a while, so today may take a while to do, but I'm excited to give it a shot. The two palettes I will be using are the Tati Beauty Palette Volume 1. I absolutely adore this palette. I freaking love it. So lots of neutrals to work with today. And then also the Coca-Cola X Morphe palette, because I love these dark brown shades there. So I think I'm going to start with a small brush like this one. I love the mirror in this thing. It's just so big and perfect. I cannot get over the mirror. So I'm just going to start. I have no idea where this looks going to go, but we'll just see. I freaking forgot. Good job. I nearly forgot to put a base down, which would not have worked for this look. So instead of using the MAC Paint Pot, I'm just going to use a concealer today, just as showing that you don't need a primer, that you can just use whatever concealer you have. And I kind of like the way the concealer looks some days rather than the primer. So as I was going to say, I feel really sorry for the people that are going through year 12 and in high school at the moment, trying to finish their studies and are having to deal with the current situation. I just feel sorry for them. It would truly suck. I could not imagine having to do year 12 right now. I'm changing up and I'm just going to actually grab a fluffy brush and grab the shade Soothe out of the Tati palette and just lightly now that we have a light color down, I'm just going to grab the shade Ritual, which is this darker shade here, and just lightly deepen that crease, not too much because we are going to change the shape a bit. So now that we have a nice little smoky base going on, I'm just gonna grab a little angled brush like this one and just start making a wing that we're going to smoke out. Now that we have some color in there, it may look messy and horrible. I'm just gonna take that smaller blending brush and just slightly start blending that in. And just to lighten things up a bit, I'm just grabbing a lighter shade and just running that. And I'm just going to cut that inner crease a little bit before I continue. So now that is cut, I'm just going to grab that same fluffy brush and just blend it a little bit. And I'm going to grab that same angled brush and just grab a darker brown and just add a little bit of liner with this before we go in with our black liner. Now, you could put a shimmer on this, but I'm not going to today. So I'm just going to grab this light shade here with a fluffy brush. Actually, I like that. Just with a flat packing brush, and I'm just going to lightly pack that over that concealer just to set it. And then because you can't not have a little bit of sparkle, I'm just going to grab the Revlon Skin Lights highlighter in the shade Daybreak Glimmer and just put that on my cheeks and on my eyebrow bone, that one. And then we will finish off the look. And then just grabbing my smaller brush to do the bridge of my nose. And I'm just going to grab one of my other angled brushes and grab a bit more of that highlighter and just put that on the brow bone. And then because I just want a bit of sparkle, I'm grabbing the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb in How Many Carats, which is just stunning, so pretty. And I'm just going to pat that on the cheek. Just with my finger, just pat it. You don't need a lot. Just a little bit on the other cheek. And then I'm gonna put this in my inner corners, just like so. So I'm gonna go do my eyeliner, mascara, and lashes off camera, and I'll come back and do the lips. I will be back. Okay, so that's the eyelashes and eyeliner on. I just did a little wing, nothing too extravagant, just something little to accentuate the eye and make it look bigger. And then I'm using the same, and I used the Better Than Sex liner and the L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise mascara, which I am in love with. And then these lashes are just some Kiss lashes that I just had lying around. They're super kind of natural and wispy, just fan out at the edges. Nothing too heavy because you don't really want that if you're just going for a natural kind of formal makeup look. And then I'm just going to do my lips now. I've chosen a kind of nude. So now I'm just going to do my lips. I got a lip liner and a lipstick here to do it. I have the Colourpop Lippie Pencil in the shade Another Round, which you know is my current favorite. A little pink for this, but I really don't have any other liners. And then the lipstick I'm going to be using is the Colourpop Disney Designer Collection. It's an ultra glossy lip in the shade Guppy. It's this beautiful, natural, kind of more pinky nude that goes perfectly with this look. So I'm just going to line my lips. I'm not going to use this. I don't actually love the formula of it. I just remembered as I pull it out, it's kind of too runny for the look I'm going to go for, so I'm just going to go grab something else and I'll be back. So I'm actually sticking with that collection, and I'm just grabbing the stick lipstick, not a liquid lipstick. This is a beautiful, beautiful kind of more corally pink shade, kind of matches that perfectly, and it's called Ariel, no doubt, because I remember I bought the Ariel collection because I love Ariel. I love her to death. So yeah, I'm going to put this on my lips, and then I'm going to put a gloss over the top. That is a super creamy, super creamy lipstick. I absolutely love the formula of that. So nice. I do love the formula of ColourPop's lipsticks. They just glide on, and it's a super pretty nude, perfect for this kind of look we got going on. I am so happy with the way this look turned out. It's something really natural. Something really natural, but still has that glam aspect to it. I think it's a perfect way to just get that bit of glam for your formal if you just want to be something natural, but still be super different to normal everyday makeup. Didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to take, but it did take a little while. And now that we're done, we'll just take that out, and that's the finished look. So I didn't really talk too much about my formal, but I thought I would throw some stuff at the end. I absolutely loved it. Had a ball. I wore a red dress. Had so much fun with all my school friends. Year 12 was an awesome year. Had so much fun at school. Definitely was an easy time, and I feel for the year 12 kids currently going through everything at the moment, it would not be fun. I feel for them. I feel for anyone in this time, really. It just sucks, but at least there's some light to it all, and they get their formals back. Hopefully that doesn't change. I really did love my formal. I had so much fun. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to drink, even though some of us were 18. They just didn't allow it, but I danced the night away. I had blisters on my feet, and they hurt from the heels, but I mean, beauty is pain, right? This was a fun, natural look today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really had fun doing it. I love doing the natural makeup look where it's just simple and not too much. And I think this is the first time I've done a matte natural look for a long time. Usually I've got to add sparkle. Like, I can't not put a shimmer on my lid. So I really like that I didn't do it this time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And there will be another one up next Sunday. But that's all I have time for today. If you have any suggestions on videos you would like me to make, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you all next week with another video. Bye for now.